Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia, and welcome back to episode 5 of Deck Showcase. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, Deck Showcase is a weekly series for the upcoming collectible card game Total War Elysium, where I will be showcasing one of my decks in the game. This week, we are taking a look at our Anti-Aggro Agamemnon deck. And like its name, this deck is designed to stop many of the aggro decks, including the one that I created last week for Deck Showcase in our Look Moth No Hand Lagertha deck. So let's quickly take a look at the deck itself. So as you can see here, our deck mainly revolves around fast units that can help us gain control of the board. While you might be tempted to use these against the enemy general for a quick win, the correct way to play this deck is actually to grind out for board control and take out any early aggressive unit the enemy may have. And then you transition into two types of board clear in Blot Out the Sun and No Quarter for one line clear, and then Pyrrhic Victory for an entire board unit clear. Now, you might not have Pyrrhic Victory, which is an awesome legendary card, and I definitely recommend you craft this card. It's essential in many decks. If you don't have it, simply switch over to another mid-game type of unit and keep No Quarters and Blot Out the Sun for your main board clear. Aside from that, a lot of your early game revolves around surviving and board control, as you'll shift into healing mode in the late game with Campfire and Divine Intervention if the enemy is really aggressive, or else you can finish them off in the mid game with Mycenaean Chariot and Minotaur for surprise damage. Lastly, when you're up against decks who are not early aggression and play for the late game, you have the Funeral Game card to help you win those as well, as it provides a very powerful draw 2 card ability when you play it with Heroic, which means you play it into an empty lane, and you also get two pretty hard to deal with Chariot units, which are these 4/4 cavalry units with flanking that has one extra action, which means even if you have to play funeral games on the back line on the next turn, your chariots can move up and still perform one attack. So you can keep them safe from enemy fire on the back line, or if the enemy is playing a lot of range, you can play this directly on the front line and be able to utilize them for the full 2 action on the second turn. So you have a lot of flexibilities with this deck, a lot of survivability, as well as the ability to win early and to grind it out late. So I hope you guys will enjoy this as we'll jump into games for the showcase. So before we take this anti-aggro deck for a spin, there's a few things to cover, namely Agamemnon himself. So Agamemnon is a 1 damage, 25 health general. He has a very interesting mechanic in that if any ally is deployed in an empty lane, you gain short range attack this turn. This is very key in our anti-aggro strategy, because this allows us to not only hit the enemy backline, but also have the ability to trade without sacrificing our health, since we'll have short range during our turn. And we can easily maneuver our general to create these empty line situations by using our signature card, which is Voyage, which gives us a free move every single turn. Very, very powerful. And this will also synergize very well with certain cards like Campfire to allow us to consistently heal every turn versus every other turn when you have Campfire in other sorts of decks. So this combination make Agamemnon perfect for anti-aggro. So let's take this deck for a spin.
It's time to prove yourself.
And at first glance, you might think our deck is actually pretty aggro by itself, since we do play pretty much every single fast unit that's in the game for Ancient. But in reality, we're only playing these fast units to get board control. Our target are never the generals, but rather the units, because we want full board control at all time and trade away any type of potential aggro opponent, while at the same time creating these late game value situations with some of our late game cards as very powerful heroic triggers so that we can take down opponents who... Okay, sorry, but it's Christian. He's a subscriber to the channel. We did not plan this. He was featured in our testing of our Lagertha deck. I wonder if he's playing the Lagertha deck. So this will be a perfect time to test our anti-aggro deck. So it's actually Christian who asked me about creating an anti-aggro deck. So it's actually really funny that I would bump into him like this. So the cards you will want to take against Lagertha, who is extremely aggro, is Campfire on turn 1. Usually you don't have to do this. And then you just want your units. Remember, we're trying to get board control. Now, the only thing we have to sacrifice here is not take no quarters, which is actually quite a shame against Lagertha, but I think this will have to do. Maybe trample away and we'll take a no quarters, because Lagertha likes to take a lot of raid. You have to adapt your day one strategies. Now, the best card to, let's say hi. The best card to play is actually Achaean Bronzeworker on turn 1. This is definitely an aggro deck, so we can showcase it perfectly here. Let's move our general. We want to play this on the back line. Single empty line creates our short range situation. And since we do have a Slinger, I'm tempted to actually... No, let's not overachieve. So we're gonna damage... Yeah, we'll damage it, it's fine. Let's see how he plays this out. With one raid, there's not much he can do. I could play the Slinger, but the Slinger could potentially be a 2-1 next turn with the Bronzeworker, because the Bronzeworker also synchronized with empty lines, as in it will give that ally extra attack. It's really good value, and a card that opponents will like to get rid of early on because of how strong this is. Okay, this is perfect. So our goal is to wipe out their board, prevent them from trading into us. Ooh, we got so many good value cards, it's hard to decide. I think I want to keep Agamemnon in the front. I want to put this in the back. Slinger will help us take out the Irish King. And we'll do a combo like this. Blot Out the Sun. Play our Slinger. And we'll get free trade into the enemy units. And in case we are going to get bursted by a War Dog, potentially, I could pull ourselves back, but I'd rather they target our general, because I want to keep this alive. So let's just not use Voyage. And you can see the potential value from this card if everything gets +1. That's such high value that they would want to take this out. And that's 4 damage that they have to invest in something that is pretty useless and very cheap to play. So there's one raid, that's for 3 cost first strike. They could trade into the Slinger. I think that's what Christian's trying to decide right now. Or develop the board. I would develop the board and actually get rid of the hand. You want to thin down your hand as Lagertha. If you invest all 3 of your supplies in that, then your hand size is gonna just grow. Okay, they're trading damage into our unit. That way it's damage not on our hero here, our general. And we're gonna take full value here with the Greek Militia. We'll move ourselves back into safety. If we didn't have a range unit, it'd be a perfect time to play Messenger in the back line. And we'll be able to shoot off some range damage. Perfect. I assume that could be Dawn Raid. Okay, now a lot of Raid. So this will be 2 cost. This, oh, it's not Dawn Raid, Marauder. So they got the hand emptied. So trade it into the board. We can play the Messenger now for the backline value. Or we can just draw something useful. Now day 2 is when you start spiking in terms of power. So at this point, the key card is the Minotaur, because this is a surprise 7 damage. Very impressive. It's a big chunk damage swing. Against this deck, I think we'll take Campfire always. We'll probably take Divine Intervention to keep ourselves safe. Messenger, Stun, also to delay for a turn. Mycenaean Chariot. I think for the last 2, probably Blot Out the Sun and maybe a Pyrrhic Victory. I don't think we'll get overwhelmed by units, but I am curious about what will happen if we need stuns. That's probably my most concern. Against Lagertha, you just want to run a lot of stuns. So here we did draw the Mycenaean Chariot. Very, very strong. We're going to use our general to tank. So much value when you can play this as heroic. You essentially get 4 archers. 2 up front and 2 when you die. And we get a free trade. Remember, we do, even though we really want to trade into units. The situation here against Lagertha is the raid mechanic. This would cost 4 if there's no raid situation. Obviously they can create that situation, but at least we can dictate how they trade. That way, if this costs 2 or more, then we can force them to not empty their hand, which is the key here. Nope, it costs 4, so they can't empty the hand. This doesn't hurt us. Any damage not on our general is a win for us. You can see that it's going to cost 2 right there, so they can't empty the hand. Perfect. So we're going to move him up, because we have to play this on the back line for the extra draw. Gives us range attack. Cowardice is probably going to be good if, let's say, they run something like a headhunter and we don't want to remove it. And we're going to encourage them to take that out, and that's it. And we get 2 more archers at the end of that. Alright, they're going to throw the first strike, and then Lagertha is going to trade into one of the archers. I think it's time to start smacking Lagertha around, unless we pick up a Minotaur or something like that. That can be our finisher. Okay, out of position. I'll draw a card. Buy ourselves some time. Stuns are very valuable here. I could just ignore this turn. Play a fast. We could trade with her to last gasp her. But then I don't have a finisher in my hand. That's the only problem. Let's last gasp her. Better do it now than later. Just so that he feels a little heat. And it's gonna be hard for him to empty out 4 cards with this costing 4. This way Lagertha doesn't get any stronger. I would like more stuns. We didn't pull any of our war dogs, which is a shame. Or our campfires. That's a raid trigger. Oh, I'll trade into the range? Oh, into the general. I think that's a bad trade. I mean, he's trying to win. I do get that. Ah, we got our war dog. So as long as we have stun, we can control how the general is. But this is game over, as we have triggered that last gasp, get our 3 damage down, and that's it. Alrighty, we survived the early aggression. Anti-aggro check. Let's play another. Alrighty, we found someone. I want to showcase something that's not aggro, but match 2 against Christian. I guess we're the only ones here right now. This deck works very well past day 3 and 4, so it's not like if you match up against someone who's not aggro, this deck is useless. It's just that against aggro, we can defend quite well. Same idea. Hopefully we get a different variation of draw to show something different. I think we'll take an extra stun. The no quarter is kind of pointless. I thought we could maybe take out a huge amount of raid units on their side, but it seems like we're trading pretty well with this deck. We don't need no quarters here. I think we'd rather take a trample to control Lagertha in the late game. Okay, we did get our Bronzeworker first. I don't have time for greeting. I remember we want to trade units, but we don't want to give her a raid, so this is awkward situation. Against Lagertha, you would shoot the general, but against anyone else, you would shoot the unit. Oh? What else is he running for 1 cost? Okay, Horse Scout. So this is aggro now. We're facing a big board. And the one we want to reduce the health first is the Horse Scout, actually. We could just trade it away. So the cool thing about having the Bronzeworker here is we pretty much have Vandal as a war dog when we play it. Because we play on the front, it becomes 3-2. We can take out the Horse Archer. Or we can just sacrifice our health for a bit of a tank. I'm debating that right now. We'll use our coin, or our supply catch, and draw an extra card from our deck. I think that's a fine strategy. I'll surprise him with this later. Fast units. An extra Campfire. That helps. And we can either protect our health or see if he wants to trade into us. I'm gonna just trade into the general. I don't want to trigger too many raids, even though I'm pretty sure 3 attacks, that will cost 1. And then we'll probably see a hand empty. Or I can just make things really awkward and pull our general back, but I want him to decide whether he wants to kill my general or kill my unit. Oh? Okay, he can't empty his hand. Oh, he could, if he trades well. These 3 into us, Lagertha into our unit. Or, wait, then you can't play it. You gotta trade into... Wait, oh, we have a 4th one. Never mind, I can't do math. But why not trade an extra damage into us? Okay, so he went with our units. Our buffing unit. That's totally fine. We are gonna pull ourselves back, of course. And we're gonna arrow and kill our own cavalry. And then play Vandal, trade him into the Scout. No, we gotta trade him into this. The Scout's gonna live at 1 health. The Scout's gonna live at 2 health, because we can't shoot cavalries from backline. Alright, we got ourselves a Campfire in hand. That will help us. Alright, our stuns are going to be all saved for Lagertha. And we gotta draw our Minotaur. Because Lagertha like to stand in the front. Alright, we're gonna take all our stuns. We're gonna take the protection cards, some extra bodies, and in case we had to deal with Headhunter, we'll take one of these. And then the rest is really questionable here. I think we'll take the Vandal just for some fast damage. I think the time for Messenger is over. I'm gonna control the board now. Campfire in the front, don't worry, it's not gonna die. Move our general to heal. Sacrifice a puppy here. Take away all the raid. And that's it. We can keep her stunned for 5 more damage, and then just have to ping her once with a shot. 2 raid stack right there. Unfortunate. Oh, she could empty anyways. Probably gonna fire at the... Yep. Worried about that healing. Lagertha's really bad against healing, because you have only so much damage. Aha, another Campfire. That's unfortunate for them, as we can heal rather than kill, I feel like. We can kill that, but why would we do that when we can heal twice? There we go. And in terms of how we're trading here, we are just going to keep Lagertha down because she's the main damage here. There we go. And we'll last gasp her and also keep her stunned. And he's going to definitely trade one into the Campfire. Or just destroy it. Sure. Yeah, actually hit this one. You get more raid. That's a better move. Good choice. And I like the fact he took out the Campfire, because now we can Minotaur the front with Heroic. But we didn't draw it. Well, we're obviously healing. Alright, we need to get a good draw here. We can kill that. Stun Lagertha. Put an annoying body in the front. Give ourselves range. And just damage the cavalry. Which helps raid, but he's gonna create that raid anyways. And now we can burst her, which is the key here. We need to survive to day 3. Once we get nice supplies, and if we draw Funeral game, it's basically funeral for your opponent. Interesting choice. Why do that? You draw a card? I didn't understand that Menace play. I guess to draw a card. Alright, Heart of the Cards. Minotaur for the win. Minotaur for the win. All plan. Alrighty. We got a little lucky there. 1 in 9 chance of drawing that card. But we could have lasted quite a while. We still had plenty of health. Alright, so let's play another one. Oh, we found someone. Let's hope it's not Christian again. Or maybe he switched decks. Oh, he switched decks. Okay, we got a different type of aggro. We got a Sun Ren aggro. So this is very interesting. Okay, so Sun Ren decks want to trade into our units to create more units for herself. In that case, I think she's a different type of... I mean, she's very similar to Agamemnon. What we need against Sun Ren is board clears, because that's what she's weak against. We don't necessarily need Campfire, because she's not going to be targeting our general as much. She's going to be targeting our units, which will have to die. There's no way around it. Our units will have to die. I might take a out of position early, or maybe even Mycenaean Chariot early. I'll take a Chariot. It's obviously not going to be played during the first day, but I think we need the bodies for the second day. This is a very good draw. Anytime we get this, it's a good draw. It's actually funny, because Christian wanted to be on the last showcase, but we tried that, and that was a version of the Lagertha deck that I didn't like. And in the end, when I was actually recording for the final Lagertha deck, we didn't get a chance to play. So now, today is Christian special. War Scout? Or maybe the splash damage guy? Or Scout, okay. The Horse Scout is a little annoying here, because we will have to sacrifice our... Oh, we don't have to sacrifice our Slinger. But, she's gonna be able to trade into it. I mean, she's gonna be able to trade into a lot of stuff. We can't control that. Yeah, I mean, we have no choice here. It's gonna happen. This is essentially a War Dog for 2, with Achaean Bronzeworker, of course. I believe draw bow is first for Sun Ren, so she'll get this free trade, which is a bit sad. Oh. Oh. I was not expecting that. Swim Attendant. Very annoying. Ooh, this changes things. First we get rid of the backline ping. She can do 2 melee damage now. We're not gonna give her that chance. I'm not gonna boost him. Oh, we're in trouble. She's gonna be able to kill this unless we give her a supply. Alright, let's... should we give her a supply? Yeah, let's give her a supply. Voyage into Slinger. It's only 1 supply. You have to kill the Swim Attendant in case he buffs it. 2 action is a ton of damage. Okay, she's trying to get the bow back out. So next turn she will have the bow to kill our Slinger to summon another Swim Attendant. It's a very annoying type of token aggro deck. And that's why we need board clears. Alright, gets 1 supply off of us. That's all you get. Okay, that's fine. We can stun her, then she can't shoot at us. Perfect. We stun her for 4 as well. And then we get 2 short range to kill off those 2. Being able to be ranged for free like that, it's very broken. Because Sun Ren has to pay 1, and it alternates every turn, and then also have to sacrifice her health in between those turns. Very hard for Sun Ren to match up against Agamemnon. And we haven't even brought in the healing factor, because we didn't even take Campfire, because I wasn't too worried about it. I would actually just take board clears. Big chunk damage, value, stun, stun, stun. This is another case where the general is the aggressor. And ultimately... what else do we want? Probably just another draw. Reposition plus a draw. Oh? Drown in flame? Oh, out of position. Okay. Oh, this is a little awkward. I want to trigger it, so I'm actually willing to give up damage to trigger it. It'll move up our general. We're giving up 1 damage. The Slinger is not going to do damage this turn. Because this value for the 2 extra archers is just so great. And we get the extra range damage, free damage right here. Extra attack based on Bronzeworker. This thing is insane. She can summon at most 1 Swim Attendant. Go for it. It's not going to swing the match. Take out one archer. We're gonna stun her line, including the general. Ooh. Another turn of no damage, perhaps. Definitely moving this forward. I could just damage one each, or go for the general. Both are valid. I'm gonna damage everyone. Not in a rush to kill Sun Ren. We'll just tag her. Where are we playing this next turn? That's the question. Do we think she has something to kill this? Like a trample? Maybe. I want her to kill it, so that we can play this in the back. So I'm keeping him on the front for now. They are stunned after all. I mean, War Dog? No, Defender of Earth. Wow. Did not expect that. Not very good against our range unit, though. Oh, we got ourselves another board clear. So... how are we doing this? I can let him keep this alive. I killed that with general plus him. That's the plan. This dies. We're one short. I should have traded. I wasn't going to play this turn. I was going to play this. Because there's no way we let this many things stay alive. But he lives, so we might as well kill this. I should have just traded damage. That was my mistake. I'm going to take this guy back. He's very useful. I don't want him to die. And we're good. Take your pick. Kill someone to summon another Swin Attendant. Not going to make a difference. And because we have units with Shatter, we can freely use Pyrrhic Victory if the enemy board is heavily developed. That way, we're still left with 2 archers or 4 archers, even during that situation. Oh, frontline stun. Here comes another Swin Attendant. And that picks off him. It's unfortunate, we should just traded him away, then this wouldn't happen. Alright, you just want, after the on the third day, start taking funeral games every single day is your best card. In this case, we want more board clears and probably more healing for our general just to outlast. I don't know what high tier cards he's running in his Ren deck. I assume there are some. In this case, we'll move him up. Summon this for value. He gets the extra attack. Our messenger will not, and that's okay. Perfect. I didn't Pyrrhic because he still has quite a hand. If they have used up everything and developed their board fully, then you would want Pyrrhic. But because he still has 4 cards and potentially 2 more when we last gas him, we're gonna wait. Interesting choice there. The Menace use is really weird. Like, that feels wasted. Because there's another Mycenaean Chariot on the front line. Okay, you can kill both of the archers. Go for it. No, 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 don't do that. That's inefficient, no? I think it's a little inefficient. Anyhow, let's worry about ourselves. He's going to the front for sure. I'm gonna snipe him, snipe him. There's really no need to trade with anyone. I'm gonna move him back to heal. And then I'm gonna move him right back to defend. Yeah, obviously we're killing this one, or we can last gasp. We could actually last gasp. Leaves the door open for a Minotaur win, and whatever board is being developed, we can easily kill. We want them to use up all their hand. It doesn't really matter here, we'll just heal him. And we have 2 archers to die for us. I'm gonna save the Menace in case he pulls the general back. I don't need the extra draw right now. Yeah, I think we're good. Sun Ren's issue is once you lose enough health, you can't really use your powers. Because at that point, you'll be trading your precious health to spawn more of these, which honestly doesn't change the game that much. Alright, both archers are dead. I would probably just trade into Messenger and trade into General, pull General back, leave this alive. Not pull General back. Okay, pull General back. That's an interesting move. Okay. So Minotaur will be what kills her now. Ah, okay. Unfortunate. Right on cue. I mean, we still have Pyrrhic. This doesn't stand a chance. And that's 8 damage burst right there. Alright, 3 aggro decks down. Let's see if we can get someone that's not aggro.
So, it's war you want.
That was quick. Let's see who we got here.
Embrace your doom.
It's someone else. It's Magpie Pika Pika. And we got a Penthesilea, so pretty value deck. This is semi-aggro. So against Penthesilea, who has the Blood Oath as her signature card, we need Cowardice to remove that ability. I don't necessarily think we need Campfire right away. Board clear is probably important. And then the rest are probably just our units. We're pretty much investing for future days right now. Okay, we didn't get Bronzeworker. Let's see how this works out. We got value though. Greek Militia is extreme value. So play this first because it doesn't have fast. This way we have surprise damage from behind. Even though we have range, we want to move up. Let's go. Yeah, sometimes we do end up looking like an aggro deck, but trust me, this is not the intention here. I mean, in this case, we go for it. I mean, we died really hard to blot out the sun, but we got so much damage that I feel like it's worth it. Especially since we have more damage in our back pocket and a full board clear. 4 supply board clear. Bad draw? I mean, 2 supplies, nothing? It's kind of weird. Oh, concealing. Feeling a bit dangerous here. Alright, this is a great card. Okay, we got some extra protection down the line. Let's pop him. And let's see. What's the stalling for here? Out of position to stun our front line would be interesting. Then it might be a really stalling Fall of Troy type of deck. Oh, no, just a bad draw then. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's see if we can get someone else.
It's time to prove yourself.
Alright, we found someone. Honestly, I would like to face up against the Tall deck or Priam, because that has some very epic battles.
Embrace your doom.
Okay, maybe we'll get a better draw this time. Because I feel like there's definitely potential with whatever Penthesilea was trying to do, and it just had a really bad draw. Couldn't play anything on day 1, day 2, and we got the hyper-aggressive draw. And she probably got turned off because she thought we were aggro deck, but we're not. I repeat, we're not an aggro deck. We are anti-aggro. But when you don't play any units, we become semi-aggro, because we can only hit the general. Oh, we got the same hand, except for we don't have coin, so there's at least some fairness there. Alright, punch her. So without coin, it'd be a very different playstyle. We could definitely consider Vandal second, if there's a unit. Then it's deck construction. We have this many cards with supply, nothing to play. That's deck construction. Alright, pull back for range. Once we play, there's range. And it's the same story. Coin a 3 cost? No, 2 cost. What? I'm so confused what deck this is. There's nothing we can do here. I'm not even going to develop the board in case there's like a board clear. I don't know. What deck is this? Well, the move back helps us a little, because we can get range here. Oh, not the empty lane here. Same amount of damage. I'm gonna play this too. I have board clear. I'm not really worried about losing our board suddenly. I'm not even worried about Fall of Troy. Like Trojan Horse on our side. I'll move General up to protect our range. Right, there's a Trojan Horse deck where you stack your hand, you play Fall of Troy, you destroy with a board clear, and then all of your card gets played onto the field. Very cool combo, but if the opponent runs a board clear, like we do, it's a different form of aggro. We counter all of them. This deck, you know. The most fun with this deck is when you end up playing someone who's not aggro and actually try to go late game against you. In that situation, you know, you're just gonna supply into Mycenaean Chariot. Please do that. Supply cache, Mycenaean Chariot. No, okay. BN Champion. Cost less when you're outnumbered, less units. Maybe that's the theory? I don't understand. Alright, so this is where we last gasp her. Oh, we don't have enough mana. Oh, great. We're 1 short. My bad. I got excited. Next turn then. Could have pinged for extra damage. Oh, stone bridge. More units, please? See, still really confused. Oh, we can pull him back. We lost our board clear combo, so we gotta be a little bit careful here. I'm counting on the last gasp. I mean, with this many cards and Stone Bridge reducing all units cost by 2, I expect a very developed board. Okay, shielded strong. Headhunter is annoying, but not as strong in this case. Is this like a pent up Penthesilea? Where you wait till much later to do stuff? We're drawing... We wasted the Blot Out the Sun. This is not great. I could... Minotaur would just die. Alright. I'm gonna go up there to get hit. Our goal is to get hit. Let's go. If we don't have Blot of the Sun, we'll use our general to create the conditions for destroy all damage unit on enemy line. Alright, here comes the Blood Oath, remaining at 1 health. Doesn't affect us too much, we have plenty of health. And that's the card we're using to counter with Cowardice. You force the card back into hand. Yeah, hit us, it's fine. We have enough of this. Funeral games, stun, Minotaur, value, protection, heal, stun. Probably move the enemy general up. Okay, let's see. We can clear everything. Get some value. Enemy general hits us. I think we're okay. That was the purpose of us tanking so much damage. Move him back. We need units. This does at most 3 to us, and that's fine. Last gasp us. I'm looking to finish him next turn. No Blood Oath first. Could have summoned it again. I'm surprised. Oh. That conceal is very smart, or else we would have won. I don't want to show my hand. The Minotaurs are win now condition. We could easily remove this. Minotaur, smash that stone bridge away, and then stun next turn. I think that's probably the smartest move. And we can still heal with Campfire. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Goodbye. Minotaur. Smash, smash. I'm gonna move up and then move back in case she has a Minotaur too. Hold on, if she has a Minotaur, then I would want this in the front. I want 2 units in the front. Heal. Run back. We have a board clear. Or line clear. We lost the surprise factor, but the conceal wasn't letting us have it. Another stone bridge. Okay. Play all your units. Divine Protection. Here's where things get a little interesting. Divine Protection doesn't have to go on your general. You can use it on your units as well. Question is, do I trust the stone... I mean, the stone bridge I can't remove, so there's almost no question of what I should smash. And keep the puppy alive. Right back. Still have the line clear. Another stun. This is amazing. We got ourselves a late game. Alright, Headhunter is annoying. That's 3 almost guaranteed damage. But because we have Fireplace, we're fine. Move up. I'm gonna activate this later. Before she combos Blood Oath onto that line, we get rid of that line. Yeah, we'll take 3. It's okay, we're still at 8. Draw a card. It's a Slinger. I'm not staying in the front though. Not even for that 1 damage, it's not worth it. There we go. We need to draw a Funeral Game. That will swing the game. I don't think I need any more board clears. I don't think she has enough cards to create any big situations. I'll just take some stuns and direct damage and our high value cards. We finally got a good late game here to showcase how strong this deck is, but we didn't really get to play Funeral Games, which is really where our deck really shines. Oh, Daughters of Ari. So anything else that dies will give its attack to her, which means she should probably buff Thean Champion with Blood Oath. The question is, we can't actually kill her this turn. Okay, so I'm gonna move up. Move up. Play this to give us range, but we're not staying on the front to do damage, even though we can. It's not going to change the outcome. Ping for 1. We could stun that. I doubt this is a Minotaur. Even if it's a Minotaur, with this in the front, you can't actually get the plus attack bonus. We definitely want to stun this. Should we just stay in the front? I feel like we can go for the win here. We're dragging this out too carefully. That's stunned. That can't do anything. Right, like 10 damage from the front? I don't think so. That's why you need fireplace or campfire. Make sure these things don't kill you. Without these heals, headhunters alone would have killed us. Alright, that's it. That's it. We play anything in the back line, gives us range, and it's over. Hard fought win here. Perfect. Alrighty, I think we have time for one more just to add a little bit of variety and also to get ourselves another pack. Funny how that works out every time. Alrighty, let's hope for some variety here. Napoleon. Okay, that is variety right there. Let's see. Napoleon decks can be a lot of things. We don't know what it is. I mean, we're definitely taking this, probably Blot Out the Sun, because it's going to be annoying backline situations. I don't know if I need that. Cavalry is good, fast is good, value units are good. Trample is probably good enough to kill the backline. I don't think I need heal. I'll take a chariot early. We got our chariot early. So say goodbye to Napoleon's little cannon, as the Slinger combo punished this so much. Little pebble got stuck in the cannon. Not very happy, huh? He can't even retaliate because the general's not in the front. Camouflage. I mean, even if we pull him back, this is going to be a problem. Might as well just do damage. Right, all of a sudden we have evolved once again to an aggro deck. We're not an aggro deck. This is anti-aggro deck. And then next turn we're going to smash face with the War Dog, and yeah, it's aggro deck. At least he's going to feel that way, but it was not our intention. Napoleon's just really bad with early units. He doesn't have any. He relies on keeping that cannon alive, use the general to tank a little, develop board, get value, and then flip things around on the second day. In this case, probably not happening. Oh, Rake. Is this a camouflage deck? To prove to you guys I'm not an aggro deck, I'm gonna do that. And take away any chance of funny aggro camouflage business. I don't think there's a good camouflage combo you could play with there. What 3-cost thing Napoleon would want to play for camouflage? Mortar? Oh, supply train camouflage would be quite good. That is true. Blot Out the Sun, Blot Out the Sun, top deck? Nope. Cavalry would work, because we will get range, and we'll just kill that before daybreak, before it gets buffed. Perfect. See, 2 War Dogs, but not using them, not aggro at all. Alright, so we got some value cards on the board. Nothing really scary. I think we can just maybe take a Menace. I feel like the general's gonna go hiding very soon. Fast. Maybe removal. There's one card in particular I'm pretty scared of. The Grenadier with the stun. I'd much rather that card gets removed than played and have to deal with that. Blot Out the Sun! We need you now. I mean, with cavalry, these things can't touch us, so it doesn't really matter. That's a bad move. When you have to supply into logistic for 2, you're wasting stuff. Let's see. We're gonna use it on him. I could have played Mycenaean Chariot for value, but I want to get rid of that. That is highly annoying. Why don't we just punch him and then move back? Perfect. It's funny how riflemen are short range, but our archers are long range. Huh. I guess we're gonna let the dogs out. Okay, we're gonna let the dogs out. See, he wasted those 2 extra supplies he paid 1 supply catch for. We're not aggro. We're not aggro. Could have gone face. Barrage would be a really good card for him to have. Just like Blot Out the Sun would be a really good... Oh, top decked it. Sudden Barrage. Definitely very sudden. He's gonna need another one very soon. I'm not even gonna play the Vandal. Actually, yeah, I'm not gonna play it. Right, he's gonna want another Sudden Barrage right now, but he only took one during the second day, so he only had one. See, both of them are riflemen, but we have long range on the archer. Ooh, a planned card here. All 3 are planned. A little scary now. Do we need a board clear? Let's just take all the high value cards at this point. I don't need that one since I took Pyrrhic. This is useful because he runs conscription. And then we need some healing. Even though we're 18, I feel like things could get pretty hairy. And I don't know when we can draw it, so... I'm assuming one of these are calibrated warnets, so this is dead. Oh. We're not aggro. We're really not. We're not aggro. We'll go to the front. He might picked up another Sudden Barrage from those 2 or 3 draws now. Last gasp. Okay, that could still be a Sudden Barrage play. Tacticians just reduce cost. I assume there's a calibrated awareness in those 2 cards. Calibrated Ordnance into a round shot. Force. Oh no, that's a free supply. So 2 supplies to kill our Minotaur. But shouldn't you calibrate our cavalry? I guess it doesn't matter. If he doesn't have Sudden Barrage, he doesn't have enough damage. There we go. He realized that. Anyhow, that's gonna wrap up our showcase here. We will open up 1 pack because we did level up. Might as well claim some gold. And let's go back to the store. It's going to be a bunch of crafting materials unless we get super lucky here. Nope. All pink though. Oh, nope. Alright. All crafting material. Not that bad. That's pretty much the norm here. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this Anti-Aggro Agamemnon deck, and see you guys next week. Bye!